Chloe, I've stumbled upon an exceptionally odd trend recently.
Are you about to unveil another grand invention?
No, the older I get, the more I realize people talk about love, as if they're chasing project KPIs.
Haha, what do you mean?
At my class reunion the other day, before I could even take a sip of water right after sitting down, someone asked, "When are you getting married?"
The universal question. So, how did you answer?
I said, "I'm looking around." And they gave me this look of pure pity, as if I'd just reported an 80% drop in quarterly revenue.
Ha ha! Once someone asked me, "You're 30 already. Where's your deadline?"
Exactly. That word, deadline. It sounds as though romance comes with a submission cutoff.
The world must have an implicit standard roadmap.
Spot on. Age 23, get a lover. Age 25, plan the wedding. Age 28, buy a home. Age 30, have children. Age 35, show off family retreat photos.
You missed a crucial milestone.
Which one?
Age 40. Post a status saying, "Grateful to life for everything."
Absolutely spot on. But don't you find it bizarre?
Bizarre in what way?
People love asking if you've got a partner, but hardly anyone asks, "Are you truly happy?"
Too true. Some couples bicker every single day. Some singles sleep like babies every night. Yet society assumes being paired up is the ultimate success.
A friend told me recently, "If I don't tie the knot this year, my parents will lose their minds."
So, did he get married?
Not yet, he said. My girlfriend's family is also urging her to get married. To someone else.
Oh, Lord. Even TV dramas wouldn't dare write a twist that absurd.
But Chloe, if love truly had a deadline, what do you think would happen?
Simple. At the last minute, everyone would just settle, out of sheer panic, like students rushing a submission, assuming any random file is the final draft,
Loving just to submit on time.
only to realize later they sent the wrong file.
Or sent it to the right person, but ended up in the wrong life.
Actually, many people aren't afraid of loneliness. They're terrified of being interrogated.
Exactly. At weddings, when's your turn? At family gatherings, when are you bringing someone home? During New Year visits, when do we get a feast?
It gets to the point where people just want noise-canceling headphones all holiday long. Not for music, but to block out the questions.
The other day my mom said, "Don't you see all your friends are married?" I replied, "Yes, and my friends also see that I'm not."
How did your mom react?
She stared at me for a long time, then quietly changed the subject.
Congrats! You just survived a championship final. But do you think one should set a goal to marry before a certain age?
Setting goals is fine, but don't turn it into pressure. Marriage isn't a track sprint. Nobody hands out medals for crossing the finish line first. What matters is crossing it with the right person.
That line deserves a place in a notebook.
I've seen couples date for 10 years before marrying, and they're still thriving. Meanwhile, others date for 6 months, rush into marriage, and 3 months later post, "Everything will be okay."
Hearing that, you just know things are definitely not okay. Social media feeds into a huge chunk of that pressure too.
Absolutely. Scroll today, proposals. Tomorrow, wedding albums. The day after, babies.
Then you look at your own phone, full of receipts, food pics, and screenshots taken out of fear of forgetting things.
Hey Chloe, if someone asks you tomorrow, "When are you getting married?" how will you answer?
I'll say, whenever I find someone who makes me want to head home earlier than clock out time.
Brilliant. And I'll say, when I meet someone who doesn't turn texting into a guessing game.
What do you mean by that?
You send a long message, and they reply, "K, yeah, ha." You read it and can't tell if you're in love or talking to an automated hotline.
Honestly, I believe everyone moves at their own rhythm. Some meet their person early, others take a long detour.
As long as ultimately, they feel peace in their hearts.
Then nothing is ever too late, right?
Exactly. Love isn't a month-end report. No due dates, no KPIs, and certainly no leaderboard.
Nor should you fall in love just because everyone around you is checking the clock.
Love when your heart whispers, "This is it." Don't love because the calendar screams, time's up.
Outstanding closing statement. Worthy of a cup of coffee.
In that case, will you cover this cup?
Why me?
Because you arrived on time today, whereas I'm still falling behind on love's deadline.
Ha, what nonsense. All the more reason to pay for yourself.
Chloe, besides deadlines, I find there's something equally terrifying at the office.
Don't tell me it's those never-ending meetings.
We're not there yet. I'm talking about office fashion.
Oh, I have an entire anthology of stories on this. Does your workplace have sartorial eccentrics too?
Not eccentrics, more like one-of-a-kind couture. Walking into the office every morning feels like entering Fashion Week on another planet.
Sounds intriguing. Do tell.
At my place, there's a guy who wears a sharp blazer every day, impeccably tied necktie, shiny wristwatch.
Well, that sounds exceptionally dapper.
But, on his feet, are bright green flip-flops.
Haha, that style is called credibility from the waist up.
The lingering effect of endless online meetings. Forgot that in real life, people see the whole picture.
My office has a legend who loves tropical shirts. Birds, foliage, oceans, sunsets. Looking at his shirt is like reading a travel guide.
Does he like being the center of the universe?
Not at all. He claims, wearing this guarantees no one ever accidentally takes my shirt.
Such an unassailable reason. Meanwhile, at my workplace, a colleague is obsessed with pink. Pink top, pink pants, pink shoes, pink water bottle, pink mouse, even pink headphones.
Even the cactus on her desk has a pink bow tied to it, right?
How did you guess so accurately? I swear, if she ever wore blue, the whole office would suspect an imposter.
When you commit to a color, you commit all the way.
But reflecting on it, office dressers always fall into three distinct camps.
Which three?
Camp 1. Always dressed like meeting a VIP client. Just getting water, yet carrying the aura of closing a multi-million-dollar deal.
Camp 2. Effortlessly stylish in simple clothes, leaving everyone else quietly envious.
And Camp 3.
What kind?
Dressed as if they just staged an escape from under a duvet. Wrinkled shirt, bedhead, shoes in two different moods. Face screaming. Just making it to the office is a miracle.
Spot on description. Have you noticed how dressing unusually well at work acts as a public announcement?
Exactly. Dress up slightly, and 8 people immediately pry. Got an interview today? Or hot date tonight?
Workplace style shifts with the days of the week, too. On Monday, crisp ironed shirts brimming with hope.
By Friday, everyone dresses like they're off to a resort. T-shirts, sneakers, ear-to-ear grins.
But no matter how fabulous or poised you look, the moment an email arrives with urgent stamped in red,
The supermodel instantly shifts into superhero mode chasing deadlines. All poise vanishes.
but I really admire people who create their own signature touch. No need to conform. You see them from afar and know, that's definitely them.
Like my colleague who wears mismatched socks every day. Stripes on one side, polka dots on the other.
Intentionally crafting a style statement?
When I asked, he said, I don't turn on the light in the morning to avoid waking my wife.
Oh, how sweet.
Then he added, after messing up a few times, I found it cool, and now it's a habit.
Turns out a fashion icon was born out of a lack of lighting.
At the end of the day, I respect those who dress simply yet remain neat, clean, and smelling fresh. Looking at them is instantly soothing.
True, it shows courtesy and respect for others. So, what's your morning style rule?
My principle is deeply scientific. Once dressed, if the neighbor's cat stares at me for over 3 seconds, I go change immediately.
Haha, using a cat as a fashion consultant?
It has never given bad advice. How about you, Chloe?
Comfortable, presentable, pockets large enough for my phone, and taking under 5 minutes of thought each morning.
Incredibly practical. Ultimately, attire doesn't define a person's competence.
But it reflects respect, self-respect, respect for colleagues, and respect for the setting.
Dressing well isn't about outdoing others. It's about boosting your own confidence and work energy.
Exactly! Fine clothes are merely an eye-catching book cover. Character and competence are the irreplaceable content inside.
Quite philosophical. Speaking of philosophy, how about treating me to coffee, Chloe? You look sharper than me today, and stunning people are usually generous.
Nice try! Someone wearing a loud tropical floral shirt like you can scan the QR code and pay yourself.
Chloe, do you know what makes time in this world feel like it's dragging the slowest?
Waiting for a major sale day?
No,
Waiting for a text back from your crush?
not that either.
Then what is it?
A meeting announced by the boss with, "Let's hold a quick 15-minute sync."
Hearing that, you know all your morning plans are officially wiped out.
The invite says 15 minutes, but by the time you step out of the room, 2 hours have vanished.
Because the first 15 minutes are spent waiting for everyone to gather.
Right. The first person arrives on time, while the last one casually wanders in with the classic incantation.
Sorry everyone, my internet was lagging, while literally sitting in the adjacent room.
The office has another classic ritual too. Every meeting opens with, "Today we'll keep things brief."
Red alert signal. The more you hear brief, the more you should prepare to sit there until late afternoon.
I once brought a hot coffee into a meeting room, and by the time I exited, it had turned into iced coffee on its own.
Saved you money on ice. I'm even more seasoned. I bring an entire pack of cookies into the room.
Revenues hunger?
Emergency stash. In the end, it dragged on so long. I polished off all the cookies, finished my water, and it still wasn't my turn to speak.
The most absurd thing is a 10-person meeting where only 2 people actually speak.
The remaining 8 nod along like absolute pros. The National Nodding Squad.
Some nod purely on reflex before even hearing the whole sentence.
Then there's this line. Let me just add one quick small point.
Oh boy, that small point usually comes with 12 examples and lasts a solid 15 minutes.
Or the phrase, let me steer us back to the main topic.
Which means the group strayed into best faux shop in town half an hour ago.
Exactly. Why do meetings always manage to stretch endlessly?
Because everyone wants to contribute. Well-intentioned, but if everyone shares an extra anecdote, the meeting transforms into a live podcast recording.
True. That's why post-meeting, everyone gathers in the hallway.
To continue meeting. The official meeting wraps up, but the side meeting by the coffee maker is where decisions actually happen.
Every office has that invisible conference room.
If I were to categorize meetings, I'd split them into 4 tiers.
Tell.
Tier 1. Real meeting. 15 minutes, business done, exit. Ultra rare.
Tier 2. Extended sync. 1 hour. Fairly common.
Tier 3. Endless gathering. 2 hours and counting.
And Tier 4?
Meeting to schedule the next meeting.
Haha, an absolute workplace legend. But in all fairness, some meetings are genuinely invaluable.
Agreed. When people listen, show mutual respect, and focus on solutions, then 15 minutes outperforms 2 wasted hours.
Looking back, today's 3 topics actually tie together nicely.
Let's summarize.
1. Love, no deadlines.
2. Office fashion. No need to fit in, as long as you're confident and comfortable.
3. Meetings, brevity over length. Focus on efficiency.
Know what all 3 have in common.
What?
Don't let pressure or external judgment dictate your rhythm. Don't rush, don't put on a show, and don't squander time on frivolities.
Beautifully said. In the end, living simply is the hardest feat. Speaking of time, how long have we been sitting here?
Around 40 minutes, perhaps?
2 hours and 10 minutes.
Huh? No way.
Seriously, we were just mocking 2-hour meetings while chatting away for over 2 hours ourselves.
That's entirely different.
Different how?
Meetings make me check the clock constantly. Talking with you makes me forget time altogether.
Approved line. However,
What?
whether a meeting or a conversation, there's still an unresolved pending item at the end.
What item?
Who pays for the coffee?
How about we schedule a quick 15-minute meeting to settle this issue?
No, scan the code and pay right now.